Hey guys, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer C2. Alright, so I just came all the way here to get what's in here, and it is another heart container. Okay, so I guess we've used up all of the keys that we would need to have normally, but we're pretty much done with the Gerudo training ground right now, and what I'm going to do next is play the Prelude of Light and turn back into Child Link and go all the way to the Deku tree so we can finish that. Though I can't play it in the Gerudo training ground because I remember playing this game before and trying to play warp songs inside of the Gerudo training ground, and it doesn't let you do that. Alright, so we'll have to come back here later in order to get some of the other items that we were not able to get here before, including a song. Although, do I happen to have... although I probably don't, but I may as well go and check to see if I now have that key. I don't think I do. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I don't. Alright, so now we are going back to childhood. If only we could actually do that sort of thing for real, you know, like, be able to go back in time and relive our childhood, instead of having to deal with, the problems that we have in our adulthood. Although, speaking of which, if you could actually legitimately go back to your childhood, what do you think that would, what good that would do? You know, like maybe you see something happen in adulthood, and then maybe you could even maybe just go back to your childhood and maybe try to alter the future? I mean, I guess that would be pretty cool, like, if there is something that you discover as an adult that... you know you could have probably prevented, you probably could then just go back to childhood and go do that? Like, in case there is anyone who's actually watching this right now, if you could go back and forth between, childhood and adulthood, is there anything that you would do to alter, time? Alright, while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and plant some magic beans, since I happen to have them. Alright, so we're back here in the Deku tree. Gonna need to equip the Deku sticks so we can go further on in the dungeon. Also gotta equip the fairy slingshot. These are pretty much the items, the 3 C button items that I would normally have at this point in the game. Alright, and there we go. I guess you need the Deku shield for this. I think that's something that I learned during the first randomizer playthrough that I did on this game. I had been silent for quite a while. I just have not thought of any things that I could be talking about right now. Just a lot of things that have been going on, you know, with me playing this game. Oh dear, I probably shouldn't have wasted that Deku stick. Oh, but fortunately, that Deku Baba had a new one. Okay, and there's that room. But we don't have the boomerang, so I can't get the gold Skulltula in there. Wow, this is gonna go by real quickly. I am just losing my sticks today. Well, that was a nut. Oh wait, do those Deku Bubbas give sticks? No, that one gave a nut. That one gave a nut also. Oh, but this one gave me a stick, so that is good. You know, I think that this music actually is more fitting for this dungeon than the actual music that plays for inside the Deku Tree. Alright, now to deal with these guys. Alright. So we got that one taken care of. Alright, and now we're gonna find out what music plays for the boss in this seed. I am really hoping that's the horse race music that plays. That would be hilarious. Nope, it's the Spirit Temple music. Oh well. What? That should have gotten her. Whoops, didn't mean to backflip. Oh, great, lost my chance. Yeah, I just backflipped, which killed time, and I lost my chance at hitting her again. Although, she's taking a little slow to beat than normal. Alright, there we go, she is beaten. Yeah, this dungeon just took real quickly, especially with how I did the first half of the dungeon a couple episodes ago. Okay, so if the horse race music is not here, then where is it? Alright, and we get the dungeon map for the Ice Cavern, which we can't even go to right now. But let's hope that the item that we get for beating the Deku Tree is real good. Alright, so we got the Kokiri Emerald, although that's what we normally get. Okay, so that doesn't really open up anything for us. That was just normal. Although with the other two spiritual stones, we'll be able to then go and we will then be able to go and unlock the cutscene for Hyrule Castle and getting the Ocarina of Time. I just cannot believe how many times I pause during recordings. I mean, it also happens in real life, too. In fact, I think that I've also said in real life today that it can be pretty hard to not pause. Does anyone else have that sort of problem with not being able to help themselves but to pause in the middle of sentences? Anyway, something I have just thought that I could do, now that we happen to have a bottle, I'm thinking that now, except I don't have the boomerang. I was thinking maybe we could do Jabu Jabu's belly, but again, I don't have the boomerang, so I don't think that we will be able to do that this episode. Although we can't go into Jabu Jabu's belly now, because we do happen to have a bottle, so we can get a fish in the bottle, although I am going to have to get rid of that red potion. But since I happen to be here, I may as well plant the magic beans over in this patch of soil right here. You know, then that way I'll be able to get on top of the lab house later. I think that something that I will do for the next portion of this episode is probably go fishing. Alright, I'm pretty sure that I don't need to catch that big of a fish for this one. I sure hope the fish are actually easier in this game than they are in the normal. I personally think that the fishing minigames are probably one of the worst in all of the Zelda games, because, you know, it's just really hard to get the fish's attention. much less being able to catch the right one. The bright side is that it's just a side quest in most games, at least from the ones that I played. But in Twilight Princess, you actually do need to catch a fish in order to get anywhere in the game, you know, like get through the first section of the game. Come on! Alright, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Alright! So how much did... Oh, it's 5 pounds. That one will not do me any good. Alright, so I just caught one that is 8 pounds and I am going to be keeping it. Now let's see if it will help us get the item that appears in place of the heart piece that you get for getting the fish. Alright, so we got the dungeon map for the Deku tree, except we finished that dungeon already. Okay, well, at least we know what the dungeon, or what the dungeon, or at least we know that it was just a map. Oh, already the battery is almost running low? Okay, so I just sped up the emulator to get another gold Skulltula. In this case, we now have 24 of them in total. You know, since I already started with the fishing game at the child time period, I'm just gonna go on ahead and come back here as an adult and do the adult fishing minigame. Because I may as well do that, since I already started with the child one. Alright, will I be able to get him from down here? Yep, I could. So, fishing minigame, here I come. Yeah, it certainly has been a long time. The time music is playing here. Alright, let me see if I have any luck with catching a fish this time than I did last time. Or getting one so quickly. Yeah, it would normally take a very long process to do this. But, you know, so far with the child fishing portion, it happened by pretty quickly. Yeah, I think those fish would be slightly smarter to get the line. Yeah, I think it helps to actually target the fish in order for this to work. Come on! Here, fishy, 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 fishy! Here, fishy, 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 fishy! Alright, I got him. 7 pounds. Well, that's more than the last record breaker. Wait, that didn't work? Great, looks like I'm gonna have to continue. I was sure that we got it, because didn't the one that we get before weigh, oh, the one that we got before weighed 8 pounds, so we need to get one that's bigger than that. Thought we had it, but I was wrong. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Yeah, I want to keep this one. Hopefully it will give me a fantastic prize. Oh, it was another dungeon map. Okay, so we did all of that work for just a couple of maps. Sorry, my voice is kind of dry, so it's kind of hard to talk. Alright, so to end off the episode, I think that this may be a good point to end off the episode, considering that the battery on my camera is starting to run out. Alright. Take that, birdie. Alright, so it's a heart piece. Oh boy. It would have been good if it was something different. Yeah, I don't think that we can actually get to the item that appears in place of the fire arrows until we have completed the water temple. At least that's how it goes for me when I normally play the game. Okay guys, well, I cannot think of anything else that I can do for this particular episode. As much as I'd like to do another thing, I don't think there's anything else for us to do. So we have beaten the Deku tree, and we've gotten both fishing items. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.